Good morning, hello, my name is Daniel, this is the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. This is Dan from UK Bike Fit. Good morning, Dan.
Morning.
We are on day 3 of our gravel cycling adventure, and it is an adventure now across the Canary Islands. Today we're riding all the way across Gran Canaria. It's going to be about 90 miles and about 12,500 feet of climbing. Day 3, Dan, I'm certainly feeling it a bit in the legs, and I feel like the day after day fatigue is catching up. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's just like a slow, very slow decline. I feel alright now. Don't know, in about 6 hours time.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, the wind's going to be a bit different today. We're going to have some crosswind and some headwind actually, which is strange. We're not going to like that, but we will get it done nonetheless. And there's a pretty big road climb after about 30 miles, which takes up, well, about 6,000 or 7,000 feet apparently, doesn't it? So once we get that done, I think we'll feel a lot better about the chance of getting through today.
Altitude training today.
Yeah, that's how it works. Okay, it's about 6:45 in the morning. We, for the first time this trip, don't have a ferry to catch tonight, so when we get to the finish, we're going to be at a hotel, hopefully with a pool. Have you seen there's a pool? Can't remember. I don't know. Let's tell ourselves there's a pool, and then we have an evening to relax, because sleep's not been that great, has it, since we've been here. But yeah.
I got a good 7 hours last night and slept straight through.
Yeah. The fact that 7 hours is good just indicates that, doesn't it? Right, let's get cracking. That's quite a stressful start, actually, trying to navigate around the town and a couple of closed bike lanes and so on. Not really what you want. And also, my Garmin every now and again, when you've gone off course, then fails to show you forward up on the map. That explains it. I'm coming like towards me. I change the settings, I turn it so you can either have it, you know, north up or forward ahead. And it doesn't change it. I've had it before. The only way you fix it is stopping and ending it, turning it off and on and starting it again. We're already a few miles in, so I don't want to stop and start it. So I'm gonna have to just keep an eye on it. It's just really hard to navigate when you're like riding towards yourself on the screen, but what can you do? We're getting the moans out of the way as well. I had a banging headache when I woke up. Took some tablets, tried to drink a bit. I'm just gonna try and keep it easy and try and shift this headache, because if it gets bad, I suffer with them quite a lot, so I'm trying to get rid of that. It's red hot already. Look forward to getting out of the city and getting on some gravel or some lanes. Oh, so we're about an hour in. Just taking some more paracetamol, my head is banging. Them punchy little climbs down, do you remember on day 1? We just kick up them.
Little steep sections in there,
yeah.
Where you don't have any choice but to press on.
You've got to, and well, I can't be walking them this early on today. Maybe later, but whew, 1 hour down, many to go. I'm trying not to even look up how big the big climb is. Like I'm kidding myself that it's like 20 miles on 20,000 feet, so that anything less than that is going to be a mental boost. I wonder if there'll be a sign at the bottom saying what the length and the gradient is.
I can tell you if you want.
Go on then.
It's 6.5 miles at 10%.
Oh, nice.
And we go up to 7,000 feet altitude.
Okay, let's do it.
Does that make you feel any better?
Yeah, loads. So we are 2 hours in, and I'm not exaggerating. Dan, that's some of the worst cycling I've ever done. Not in terms of performance, just like the.
I liken it to riding through the city centre of London.
Yeah.
In rush hour.
Yeah. It was just
with the worst drivers in the world.
Yeah.
One's going off everywhere.
Yeah, and we weren't the most popular people, were we? I'm used to that anyway, but yeah, that was
well, the route's like literally on a friggin', it's like the equivalent of a motorway.
It was, I do carry it was not good, and even the single lanes, it was just so busy. Maybe it's the time of day as well, but now it's just ticking on to 9 o'clock, so hopefully when we've had this stop, things might be a bit quieter, but who knows. Daniel's having a sandwich. Let's see your culinary skills. Oh yes, nice one.
That's going in there. It's going back in the bag, in my pocket, and I'm hoping it's going to turn into a toasty.
Oh, it will be, yeah.
For lunchtime.
Yeah. I've just gone for some Haribo and some Aquarius to fill bottles up, and a bottle of Pepsi. Headache is waning. I can't have any more paracetamol for a few hours now, because I've had plenty. And yeah, this is the last stop before the big climb, which is going to take us a fair while. But then after that, the next stop, Dan, is a cafe, and we haven't actually had a cafe stop on a ride yet, have we? So we just have...
I want a coffee. I don't think I'm going to find good coffee at the top of that mountain. But...
No, but you might not be as picky at the top of the mountain.
No, probably not.
So right, so we're going to get a bit more riding done, hopefully come to this climb and then just settle into it and get it done. Also, Dan, something people can't see, I've just washed my hair with some cold water. How bad do we smell today, day 3?
Speak for yourself. I washed my kit last night again. I've had fresh kit on every day, basically.
This is fresh kit.
Why do you
This
smell
is day
that?
1's kit.
What's your excuse?
Smell. Yeah, yesterday was quite bad, wasn't it?
When we finished yesterday, we honked, yeah.
It's only going to get worse from here on out. But tonight we're going to have time to do a proper kit wash. Like really stamp on it with shower gel. Anyway. Okay, the only way is up now. It's pretty cool climbing up all these little narrow streets, like lightly cobbled. I won't go as far as say it's a cobbled climb. You know, if you've got the gradient on your bike computer and you like zoom out a couple of times to see the full climb, I've had to zoom out about 8 times to get the whole thing on screen, and I'm not sure I wanted to see that. But already it is beautiful. Absolutely mint. So we're at 1,000 feet of elevation here. We think it goes up to 6 or 7. So a long way to go. I'm just in first gear for the foreseeable. And I'm just going to keep tapping it out and enjoying the scenery is the plan. And the good thing about having Dan, who climbs faster than me, is he goes ahead, stops, takes pictures, goes ahead, stops, takes pictures. Brilliant. Chris Wilson visuals if you're watching. I think you've been replaced. I'm beyond hot and sweaty. It's just like, there's just liquid everywhere. I'm trying to drink, but I just know I'm nowhere near drinking as much as I'm losing. Oh man. I'm doing about 240, 250 watts, which is more than I wanted to. But it's all, I've got to put that in to move. Brutal. Those last few hundred meters have been so hard. Although it's tarmac, it's not proper road. This is tough. It's gravelly in places. Oh, every little hairpin that's got a little flat bit on it, just taking so slow. Try and make the most of it. Oh my God. I'm so determined to ride all the way up the steep stuff, because then I know it's going to be easier. And if I can ride the steep bit, oh my God. If I can ride the steep bit, surely I can ride the not steep bits. Okay. Better knuckle down. What was I saying about riding it all? Oh my goodness. Absolutely on the limit. Whew. Oh. It's awful, isn't it? Keep pushing. Is that a secret summit? I want to have a word with whoever is in charge of like what surfaces is on Strava. Because didn't today's climb say it was all tarmac?
Yeah.
There's a slight clerical error. I might have to send an email. The bigger concern is it's like it's on the downhill. Don't worry about that when I come to it. How you feeling, Dan?
Rough.
Yeah. It's actually quite difficult pushing like 20 kilos of bike up a hill.
Words can't describe that climb.
No.
This climb is still bloody on it.
Yeah, we're about halfway up.
Right. It's the most brutal thing I've ever done on a bike. 100%. Like the effort needed just to keep moving forward is unreal.
I've not really done it on a bike, I've sort of done it with a bike.
Yeah, my bike was here with me somewhere.
Have you ever kissed the tarmac section of road, Dan? Because I'm thinking about it. Oh, God. That was difficult. Right or left?
Left.
Left.
Think it was going to be right?
Well, I don't know. Wishful thinking. It's like an all-body workout, that, and my back is killing. Shoulders. Oh. Dan said I wouldn't use my time trial armrests, but that's really good for pushing your bike with. Right, we've got one more steep section to go. There's quite a lot of walking there, and when you get back on the bike, it's not like, oh, I've had a walk, I'm refreshed. It's like, your body is now broken in a new way. You feeling right, Dan? You're looking well.
I'm broken in every way.
Just difficult, isn't it?
That was the most horrific thing I've ever done.
Yet.
Genuinely.
Most horrific thing yet.
Yeah. There's tomorrow to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
We kept plodding on though, didn't we?
Yeah.
Do you want to know our average speed?
No.
7.5 miles an hour.
Jesus Christ.
That's a long day out, Dan.
And before that climb, it was like 11 or something.
Yeah.
So we've probably got about 3 up that climb, which is about accurate.
I'll take it. So we are at 5,000 feet, which is probably, oh no, maybe it's the highest we'll go this week, I don't know. Depends how high Tady is, can't remember. Check that out. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
You literally see on top of the clouds.
Yeah.
We're over the clouds.
Nuts, isn't it? I would like nothing more than to get to the cafe that's in about 5 or 6 miles, but when you keep going past views like that, we're not in a race, Dan, we can stop and take a picture, can't we?
That's unbelievable.
Good, isn't it? 6,100 feet, we've still got some more climbing to do. I don't know if the air feels thin or not, to be honest, I can't really tell. I think I'm just that knackered that it's hard to distinguish. You feeling okay at altitude, Dan?
Altitude?
It's just count altitude, isn't it?
Altitude's my smallest problem right now.
Oh man, just under 6 hours to get to halfway distance wise. We've climbed 8,000 feet. We're at 6,200 feet of elevation. We've still got a long way to go, but that's good to tick that off. Enjoy that. Dan, will you just give us a sit rep of what's happened in the last hour or so? It's been a bit of a cluster.
I don't even know. Well, we stopped at that restaurant that did no food and it was table service, which is not really what we wanted. And it was €20 and 80 cents, and I gave her €30 and she never came back with any change. And I couldn't be asked to chase her on it. And then we thought, oh, we'll stop at the next cafe stop that the route suggests you stop at, which is about, I don't know, what would you say, about 1.5 miles off the route, all downhill, which means it's 1.5 miles all uphill, back onto the route. What else has happened? We run out of food, Spa's shut, the shop that we wanted to go to.
The reason why we came down to this town. And we reckon we've got about 3 to 4 hours of gravel and off-road left.
And apparently there's, you know, it's remote, there's nowhere else to stop between now and basically the end of the route. But we've got ice cream. Yeah, so that's exactly what we're doing. We were going to have an ice cream and just let it all blow over because we're on holiday. So. And you've got ice cream, all is well in the world, isn't
exactly. It? Right, I'm going to stop making out with this and eat it. So we have a lovely long descent, which has been completely ruined by make it gravel, make it sandy, and make it have sheer cliff drops where you're going to fall to almost certain death. My brakes are pinging, as you can hear, they're absolutely scorching hot. Dan's down there somewhere. It is steep, my arms and shoulders are killing, so I've just stopped to have a minute, but hopefully, I think we've gone up there actually, so it's going to be a long old climb. This last little while has been tough. I'm so like scared of the edge. I'm riding like so tense, and that's all I can think about, like I feel sick because of it. It's about 37 degrees now as well. I've ridden the last tough climb just by the skin of my teeth, and I just came to another little bump here and I just haven't got it, man. Oh, I'm grateful for Dan for waiting for me, but yeah, we've still got a little way to go. It's like the descents aren't even a reward, it's them that I'm worried about more. Right, we are just having a minute, caused by mechanical. My SRAM E-tap rear battery died. I got a spare one, so I just swapped it, but I've only used it 3 days, but surprised it started so fast, but that's why I bring a spare. And if that didn't work, I was just going to take Dan's, so that's not a problem. We were just talking about, I was saying I'd seen Ross Edgley's documentary on his longest swim, and he was saying that somebody told him that doing ultra endurance stuff like that is like trying to eat an elephant with a knife and fork. So don't think about eating the elephant with a knife and fork, think about what's on your fork. So that's what I'm doing now, just thinking about what's in the next 200 meters, get that done. Okay, what's in the next 200 meters, and just keep chipping away, just because that way at some point it's gonna be over, isn't it, Dan? I feel like I need my own sort of sayings. The vegan cyclist says just keep pedaling, at some point it'll be over. I need my own thing.
I am thinking about the fork, but I'm also thinking about the buffet later.
Yeah, that's
all right.
What time's it close? That's more of a worrying question.
I don't care. Whatever time I get there, it will be open.
You owe me €68.
Oh, you're joking. What the hell?
I just saw it about 20 metres back. I don't get how it's coming off if you put it through the strap. I don't understand.
It literally is. Obviously it isn't, but...
I mean, the temptation inside me to just leave it was there, but...
Right, yeah. I mean, I'd have probably done that.
I just don't understand why it...
Right.
If you put it through the...
So you go under one and over the other, it can't come out, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but it can. Can it?
Why don't you just put it through both? Do you remember that sandwich that Dan so lovingly made about 12 hours ago?
Toasty, not a sandwich.
You've melted the cheese now, haven't you?
Viewer discretion is advised, because this is pretty rank. But the cheese has actually melted, so I'm the winner.
Lovely. People watching it.
And I forgot about it as well.
Yeah.
So it's a nice little surprise, little pick-me-up.
Right, we've got quite a lot of descending now, but we're not getting too excited because we had quite a lot of descending a couple of hours ago and I averaged about 4 miles an hour. So we'll see. 25 miles to go, just under 2,000 feet of climbing, just like a club ride. Oh, let's get it done. 5:15. We want to get showered, changed, get to that buffet and get in bed for another early start tomorrow, but let's get there first.
We're just descending off the road, and of course we've gone onto a gravel track. It can't be a nice tarmac descent, can it? But here he is, Matthew van der Poel. And this, if you can see it, is our gravel descent all the way down. So it should be pretty spectacular. So and try and enjoy it.
So with the majority of the really technical gravel behind us, we were enjoying a really smooth descent. We weren't going fast, we weren't taking any risks. Unfortunately, with cycling, there's always a risk, and this is unfortunate where Dan just have an accident, but it is just one of those things. I don't believe it's his fault.
I never know what to do in times like this in terms of videos. Dan's had a crash, he's alright, can't ride a bike. I need to try and find some emergency services because he can't move essentially. There's no signal where he is, and I'm having to cross this bridge to get to what I think is a house, and I'm absolutely bricking it of heights. Of course it is. Of course it plays. Hello?
For security reasons.
Oh, Dan's really played a blind here, hasn't he? 1.7 miles down this trail. I've come to the top, got phone signal, thank goodness. But where an ambulance might be able to get down, there's a lock gate. I really feel for him. He couldn't be any more apologetic, like embarrassed, upset, but I'm just so happy he's not off the side of a cliff. So, you know, these things happen. Hopefully he'll make a full recovery. This trip doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, does it? So it's about half an hour away from getting dark, so I could do with sorting this ASAP. But I'm going to have to stay here, otherwise I'm not going to know where to turn off holiday, so... I've given him everything I've got, water, clothes, etc. Oh, we couldn't be in the more middle of nowhere. I can hear a helicopter, and I don't think it's for tourists.
I'm sat here waiting for Dan to get some help, and before he left, he jokingly said, "This has got helicopter written all over it, so make sure you've got some travel insurance." I was like, haha, yeah, funny. Anyway, there's a helicopter circling overhead.
So, obviously didn't record much earlier. It is now 10:30 in the evening. I've just got to the hotel. Dan is missing out. Swanky room, and he's booked another double. Happened a bit too many times for it to be an accident, I know that, so he's missing out. I've even got a little cute little swinging chair thing. I'm absolutely ditched. I'm absolutely knackered. I'm going to get showered. I've just got a can of Coke because the restaurant's closed. And I'm going to go downstairs and try and really nicely ask the receptionist if she'll call the hospital for me to get a bit more of an update, because when I called them earlier, they put the phone on me because I was only speaking English. So, I'll see if I can get any more information. The hospital he's gone to is about an hour away from here, so I'm currently thinking, okay, do I go over tonight? Because he hasn't got his wallet or his phone or his passport that he needs. Do I go over tonight and come back? An hour each way, plus cost of taxi, plus time in hospital. I'm looking at being back at what, 2 AM-ish? Or do I wait till the morning, go in the morning, and then we've only booked this hotel for tomorrow, for tonight. Do I then try and book somewhere else near the hospital? That's what I'm thinking more at the minute. But I'm also thinking, my mate's in the hospital, likes fair, and doesn't know anybody there, probably wants his mate to turn up. So I'm gonna see what the hospital say and then make that decision then. But I'm just gonna have a shower first. Ridden 9 and a bit hours today, and rode Dan's bike back up the climb, and ran down to get his bike. I've got a towel on, been for a shower. So in the melee of everything that happened, Dan and I, I'm sure, will do a full debrief on a separate video, but he's essentially got all my stuff and I've got all of his. Long story. Would he prefer that I wear his shorts with his already worn boxers? Or would he prefer me to wear them commando? Not entirely. I mean, I'm not trying to get in them first, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm guessing commando. Oh, there's a lining in commando. You'll like that. I'll do some lunges.